Hi. We're doing the second installment on stress reduction during this crisis. This vlog, we left off on the last one talking about balance and 4 parts of every human being. Can you imagine if you were physically fit, but you were mentally exhausted? How long would the mental exhaustion affect the physical fitness? Pretty soon. Or if you were spiritually very secure, but you were emotionally drained, how long before the emotional draining would not make you too secure anymore? This little feller is very secure and very loved. We're usually physically unfit, atrophied, while simultaneously being mentally fatigued. Or we ignore the spiritual side of us, unless we're in trouble, where we're emotionally overdrawn. We're very, very over-exercised. We're to the point of being fatigued there too. But giving time to exercise all 4 parts, the physical and the spiritual, the mental and the emotional, when you do that on purpose, and in later vlogs we'll go over how to do that on purpose. But when you do that, then you're giving rest to the mental and the emotional while you're doing the exercise of the physical and the spiritual. I'd like to tell you a true story about a John Kabat-Zinn. He's a medical doctor, and he designed this program way back in the 70s of helping newly diagnosed cancer patients deal with their illness. One of the things that they were having to deal with, they were totally emotionally drained. They were mentally exhausted. And on top of that, their physical condition was bad, and their spiritual comes and goes. But what he did was he taught them in a form of meditation of wherever they are at that moment to be there, in the moment, thinking about that thing of whatever is happening, conversing with someone, being in the moment. He wrote a book called Full Catastrophe Living as a result of his studies of helping these cancer patients deal with what they were going through. Phenomenal book. Similar to that, Norman Cousins, back in the late 60s, came down with a very debilitating disease called ankylosing spondylitis. It's a degenerative disease. And he wanted to take charge of his treatment. He didn't want to just turn his life over to the medical establishment because he really wanted to get better. And he did things, he checked into a hotel room. He got away from his normal routine of life. He got a whole bunch of movies on comedy, The Three Stooges, Abbott and Costello, watched them, had a long term of laughing, and he was able to connect that to being pain-free for long periods of time due to the laughter that he was having himself feel watching these movies. He wrote a book called Anatomy of an Illness. It's an account of him and the miraculous recovery that he had. A crisis, be it personal or international, our stress response is the same. And so realizing that regardless if it's personal or international, if we, on purpose, start to try to balance our mind, body, spirit, and emotions, and do it effectively, every day, it is then that you will start to feel more like a fully in control human being. Notice I use the word human being. We're not a human becoming. We already have all that we need to be. We just need to use it effectively. On the next vlog, we're going to talk about the hormones and how to get them balanced and used correctly so that it benefits us being a whole person, a whole.